Hi everyone! Today I wasn't thinking of making a video, but since I'm going to take my wisdom teeth removed this afternoon and I won't be able to talk and I haven't made a video before, since my last video, this is a good idea. This is going to be a book review that is going to be kind of different. I'm going to review a series, and the series is called Stage Dive from Kylie Scott. I will put here the pictures of the books if I manage to know how to do that. Okay, this series is made of 4 books. The first book is called Lick, the second is Play, the third is Lead, and the fourth is Deep. To make it easy and just summarize the stories, this is a band formed by a drummer, a guitar player, a bass player, and the lead vocalist, and the stories are their lives. I'm gonna read for each book the synopsis, and then I'm gonna read my favorite quote and give you my opinion on each book in order. The first book is called Lick. Waking up in Vegas was never meant to be like this. Evelyn Thomas' plans for celebrating her 21st birthday in Las Vegas were big. Huge, but she sure as hell never meant to wake up on the bathroom floor with a hangover to revel the Black Plague, a very attractive half-naked tattoo man, and a diamond on her finger large enough to scare King Kong. Now, if she could just remember how it all happens, one thing is for certain: being married to a rock star is sure to be a wild ride. So, this book is about Evelyn and David. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book. It's the stereotypical, I guess. Girls go to Vegas, get wasted as hell, don't remember a thing in the morning, and she's married. And she's happened to be married to this favorite rock guitar player, and oh my god, it's very, very good. The story is good because you can see all the players and the way they interact, and how Davy they call it, but David is the name, goes from this, he's reluctant to get married, but he went and got married with her for a reason, and she doesn't remember it. So he's hurt and she's confused and it's all crazy, and the book is amazing. I love it, I love it, I love it. This is a quote from the book. "What happened to the rest of my clothes? They left," he says, face serious. "You took them?" He shrugged. "You wouldn't have been comfortable sleeping in them." "How on earth did you manage to get my bra off without waking me?" He gave me a sly smile. "I didn't do anything else, I swear. I just removed it for safety reasons. Underwire is dangerous." Second book, the name of the book is Play, and by God, this was my favorite book. Here's from the synopsis of Goodreads. Mal Erickson, drummer for the world-famous rock band Stage Dive, needs to clean up his image fast, at least for a little while. Having a good girl on his arms should be just fine. Mal doesn't plan on this temporary fix becoming permanent, but he didn't count on finding the one right girl. Anne Rawlings never thought she ever met the rock god who plastered her teenager's bedroom walls, especially not under these circumstances. Annie has money problems, big ones, but being paid to play the pretend girlfriend to a wild life of the party drummer couldn't end well, no matter how hot he is. Or could it? Let me tell you this. Mal, the real name is Malcolm, and oh my God, that man is insane. That man is insane. I couldn't stop laughing. Chapter 2 was the first one that made me laugh, and I couldn't stop until the end of the book. Mal is insane, and I love that drummer. God. Here I'm gonna put some quotes. Nice enough? He asked, tendons tightening in his neck like he's tending to hook out on me. Did you just call my kiss nice enough? And I will give you another quote because this is my favorite book. And it was hard as fuck to find quotes to put here because most of the quotes are sex related. So I have to pick. I placed my hand on his chest. You don't need to worry about Reeds. He says, I know. He's nothing compared to my magnificence. His fingers stroked mine and his eyes softened. But just out of curiosity, how do you feel about getting my name tattooed on your forehead? I will talk about the book, trying not to give spoilers away. Anne is having money problems because her roommate left her with nothing. The roommate took her money, took her stuff, no couch, no TV, no nothing. And she got invited to a party, and she goes with her friends, and she met Mal at that party, and I guess you could say that they hit it off, and he decided to help her, and he moved to her apartment. It was hilarious as hell. He moves there, and it's crazy. And Reese, the man of the quote, is Anne's boss, and he never paid attention to her. And now that she has Mal, Reese wants her. So it's like two big dogs fighting for her, and it's so funny. So funny. The third book is called Lead, and this was not my favorite book because of the male character, but because of the female. It's not my favorite of the series. My favorite is Play, but the female character in this book, I love her. I love Lena. Let me read you what Goodreads says. As the lead singer of Stage Dive, Jimmy is used to getting whatever he wants whenever he wants it, whether it's boots, drugs, or women. However, when a PR disaster serves as a wake-up call about his life and lands him on rehab, he finds himself with Lena, a new assistant to keep him out of trouble. Lena's not willing to take any crap from the sexy rocker and is determined to keep the relationship completely professional despite her sizzling chemistry with him. But when Jimmy pushed her too fast and Lena leaves, he realized that he might just have lost the best thing that ever happened to him. You will see if you read the series from book 1, Davy's book, Jimmy is an asshole. I'm sorry, but he's an asshole. And he's on drugs, he drinks too much, he's a mess. So they hire Lena to keep him in control. No drinking, no drugs, no nothing. He has to take lead. And they hit it off. They get along pretty well. The problem is that she started to get feelings for him. And he says that he don't want any feelings about. That's why he says that when she leaves, he realized that something's really, really wrong. Lena is very strong, a very strong character. I like it because she actually doesn't take any crap from him. She doesn't let him just abuse her verbally, or whatever he said to her, she said back. So I'm gonna tell you a quote here that I love this scene on the book. Oh my god. So, Lena darling, tell me, for curiosity's sakes, when do you put out? Jimmy, my love, I don't fuck a guy until he has the balls to actually man up and talk to him about his feelings for me. See what I mean? The last book, Deep. And let me tell you, I read this series backwards. I started with book 4, went to book 1, 2, and 3. That's how I read it. The synopsis from Goodreads. Positive. With 2 little lines on a pregnancy test, everything in Lizzie Rollins' ordinary life is about to change forever. And all because of one big mistake in Vegas with Ben Nicholson, the irresistibly sexy bass player for stage dive. So what if Ben, the only man she ever made, who can make her feel completely safe, cherished, and out of control with desire at the same time, doesn't want this? Lizzie knows the gorgeous rock star isn't looking for anything more permanent than a good time, no matter how much she wished different. Ben knows Lizzie is off limits, completely and utterly off limits. She's his best friend, little sister now. And no matter how hot the chemistry is between them, no matter how sweet and sexy she is, he's not going to go there. But when Ben is forced to keep the one girl he's always had a weakness for out of trouble in Sin City, he quickly learns that what happened in Vegas doesn't always stay in Vegas. Now he and Lizzie are connected in the deepest way possible. But will it lead to a connection of the heart? I will explain something for you really quickly that you will realize because of the names. Lizzie is Anne's little sister, and Anne is Malcolm's wife now. Yeah, wife? Yeah, wife. And Malcolm is Ben's best friend, so yeah. When Mom meets Anne and meets Lizzie, he took the role of the big brother. And when Lizzie came to visit them and she met Ben, they actually forbade Ben to talk to her, whatever, anything. She was off limits, like it said. But some things led to the other things, and blah blah blah. They met, they had sex, and she's pregnant. The whole problem after that comes because he's a stupid jackass, and Mal is not helping. Malcolm does not help. He's just, ooh. Let me give you a quote on this book. Dicks don't have brains. It's why men get into troubles. Let me tell you this, I love this series. I didn't thought that I was going to like it so much, I'm not into series about rock band musicians and their lives. This was different. I catch a quote from Mao's book, from Play, on Facebook. That was what made me get to this and read it, and oh, it's good. It's good. I don't know, I mean, I like it for different reasons. I like each book for a different reason. But if I'm going to go back and read one book of the series, it's gonna be Play. Hands down, Play. I love that book. God, and I finished the 4 books in 2 days. That's how crazy it was. I have to clarify something. I do not read most of the time to analyze the book. I read to relax. I read to take my head out of anything and just relax. Kylie Scott, she is good. It's an easy read, but it's not a bad read. She writes very well. She describes things very well. If you're going to read this series, I recommend you to go book 1, 2, 3, and 4, because I started with book 4. I already knew what happened to Jimmy in book 3 and what happened in the end of book 2 and in the end of book 1. So yeah, it has a nice flow. Very romantic actually. And you could actually relate with the first book very easily. You got drunk in Vegas, you got married, and you just found out that you got married the next day. Sorry, I'm gonna say this. If it was that easy to me, a rock band, let me tell you, I wouldn't be here. I will be probably in Orlando, Florida, married to someone there. I recommend this series. I hope that if you pick it up and read it, or if you already read it and you have a how do you say that? A comment, a review on it. You could comment on the comments bar below and we can talk about it. If you want to read it, you should. It's not expensive, and you will find it on Amazon. At least read Play. At least that book. God, if I ever need a good laugh, I swear, I'm going to read that book again. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope you're okay. Subscribe, and we will be talking in the next video. Bye bye.